Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Let me introduce myself. My name is Anthony Cheng, and I belong to the Department of Accounting Law, and I am responsible for the BBA Accounting Concentration. It's my pleasure here today to introduce to you our program, some of our program features. So let me share with you the platform first. Okay, so basically our BBA program in accounting concentration, we are trying to train up future professional accountants, and whether you are working in Hong Kong or elsewhere in the world. Let me introduce to you some of the features here. Now, one aspect of our program feature will be internship, right? So we are encouraging our students to participate in a spring internship or summer internship. And because of the strong demand for accounting interns, so our students usually can search for and can successfully obtain job offers easily, right? In some of those big names, right? Big Four, BDO, GT, or other well-known CPA firms. Actually, for our department, we also have one colleague who's the internship coordinator, who's responsible for searching jobs for our students. And then because usually the springtime will be the peak season for those CPA firms. So it's more likely that students will be able to enter to those bigger international CPA firms. Okay. Now, since those students who are going out to have internship during the springtime, so they cannot attend our second semester classes here. So our department is also organizing summer classes, right? Condensed summer classes to facilitate our students who are out there to join the internship. So when they return from internship, then they can enter our summer classes so that their graduation date will not be required to be delayed, right? So we try to help our students to participate in internship, and then they can make up all those classes they missed during the second semester. And also, the summer classes, we are also welcoming students going out to have overseas exchange. Okay, so when they return, right, they can also try to attend the classes to make up for those subjects they missed, and then so that they don't need to delay their graduation date. Right, so this will be a kind of a special feature of summer classes organized by our department and assisted by our colleagues here. Another feature, of course, will be, actually, this is also for other BBA concentration as well, right? So for our school, we are allowing students to have double concentration. That means if you are choosing BBA in accounting, you can also make use of your free electives to have a second concentration in another discipline, right? Now in HKBU School of Business, we have another 7 concentration available to you, like economics, data and analytics, marketing, finance, human resources management, information system, entrepreneurship, and also retail management, right? So depending on your interest and your future career planning, so some of students will also try to take up another concentration as a double concentration. And then you can just make use of your free electives to do so. You don't need to apply, or you don't need to seek for prior approval from us, right? It's all your choices. In fact, because accounting is kind of relating to finance, so quite many of our students are actually taking a second concentration in finance as well. Or if you wish to take up a minor in a non-business disciplines, again, you can also make use of your free elective to do so. So, for example, you wish to have a minor in mathematics, right? Or in other science subjects, right? So you can also be doing that, right? So if you are interested in another discipline which is offered by another faculty or school here at HKBU, so it is all your free choice here. Now, another feature, of course, as I said before, we are training up future professional accountants. So our program here has been accredited by 6 Hong Kong and international accountancy bodies. That means after your graduations, you can enter to their professional exam, or you can have some kind of professional papers exemptions from them. So after graduation, you are just required to sit for the remaining papers, and then adding your relevant professional accounting working experience, then you can become their member, right? Like in Hong Kong, we have the Hong Kong Institute of Certified Public Accountant, and also, of course, you know about ACCA, right? Which is a UK organization and qualification, right? So you can choose to sit for any professional qualification, right? CIMA will be the Chartered Institute of Management Accountants, and also we have CPA Australia, we have the Association of International Accountants, and also CMA Australia. So why we are trying to obtain so many different accreditations from different bodies? Because we wish that our students can have more flexibility in the future, right? So this qualification can serve as your passport, right, to the business world, right? So in the future, maybe you are not staying in Hong Kong, right? Maybe you are working in China. So we also have they also have some kind of mutual recognition. So you can write less paper of the CICPA, or you may make your plan to migrate to other countries like Australia, United Kingdom, or Canada, right? So all this qualification can help you to find jobs more readily there when you are planning to migrate there. So this are the passports helping you to develop your career there also, right? Now, usually for our graduates, they will be working in CPA firms as their first job after graduation, but some of them will be working in the commercial sector as well, right? So after graduation, at first, maybe working as an assistant accountant or a staff accountant of the CPA firm. And then after some years, getting promoted to become the manager or senior manager, or even becoming the partner of the CPA firm, right? Tax partner, auditing partner, or accounting partners, right? So this will be your future, right? Your future route. When you have obtained the professional qualifications and experience, okay? Of course, just like me, right? If you're interested to enter to the academic field, then you can also use your professional qualification and experience to proceed to the educational field and also the academic field, right? Now, let me also try to explain to you the future prospect of the accountancy profession here in Hong Kong. Now, I want to share with you a research report, right? Last year, the HKTDC, the Hong Kong Trade Development Council, they produced this research report, and then I tried to extract some of the descriptions and findings from their research, right? So they are saying that, right, rising business opportunity to Asia in Hong Kong, right, because Hong Kong is using international accounting standards and practices. So more global accountancy firms are planning to set up their offices in Hong Kong. And then they also appreciate the regulatory framework and also the accounting expertise in Hong Kong. So you can see the opportunities for developing your accounting career in Hong Kong will be promising, because more multinational firms and also multinational corporations may be moving to Hong Kong, because Hong Kong is having the advantage of being close to China and also other Asian countries. So the job opportunities and the career prospects will be here, right? Also, talking about the increasing use of the global supply chain and value chain here. Again, international accounting firms in Hong Kong are expanding their services to their existing client. So that means the demand for accounting professionals will also be expected to be expanding. Right? So that's another, positive comment from them, from the HKTDC. Now, talking about the China aspect, right? Now, the outline of the 14th five-year plan for national economic and social development of the People's Republic of China and the long-range objectives through the year 2035. Now, last year, when they issued this one, they stated that, right, the economic and trade cooperation between mainland and Hong Kong will be deepened, and the scope of mutual recognition of professional qualification will be continuing. So that means if you plan to, so some of you may be planning to stay in Hong Kong to work or even to migrate to other countries, right? But some of you may be planning to look at the China market, right? So with the closer economic link between Hong Kong and the Greater Bay Area and also mainland China, and also the extended mutual recognition of professional qualification between Hong Kong and China. So your qualification here, right, will be further recognized by them. And then, of course, the potential prospect and the developments of your career in China will be quite promising here, right? If you plan to, right, develop your career there, right? Now, again, Hong Kong has been exporting accounting services, right, with a growth, right, of 1.2% from 2018 to 2019, right? And the mainland is the biggest market for our exporting of accounting services, right? So again, if you plan to develop your career in the Greater Bay Area or other major cities of China, this is the future, right? So major export services include statutory audit services, investment-related advisories, including due diligence, tax, and corporate advisory. So all of those services are also performed by professional accountants. So you can see the potential here, actually. So to sum up what I have just shared with you, you can see that the prospect of professional accountants will be promising, and also your future career development is not just limited to Hong Kong, maybe extending to China as well as other major cities over the world, right? And also, you know, someone may be having the impression that accounting profession is having a great demand, and also as a professional accountant, the career prospect appears to be quite stable here. It's because someone is arguing that no matter whether the economy is booming or whether the economy is having a recession, right? When we are facing the ups and downs of our economy development, we also need accountants in the society, right? So if the economy is like the business cycle is booming, then we have more IPOs, we have more acquisition and mergers. So we need accountants to perform due diligence and also IPO exercises, right? When the economy is so poor and have a recession, many companies are closing down, shutting down. So we need accountants for insolvency services as well as for liquidation services. So you can see this is one kind of advantage being a professional accountant. No matter we are facing a good or bad time, society will need services provided by an accountant here. So hopefully I can see some of you here at HKBU in September this year. Okay, thank you for joining me. And so I will have a few minutes here. Welcoming any immediate question from you. And then after this part, I will pass the time to my colleagues from the economics department to explain another concentration, right? So Do any one of you any one of you having any immediate question regarding our program? Yeah, you may also type your question at the chat box so that I can answer you. Right. So I will try to wait for a few minutes and welcome any questions regarding our program or regarding the future qualification as a professional accountant. How many interns will be needed in total? Now, I guess for your question, so you should know that for our BBA program here, all of our students are required to satisfy the experiential learning requirements. That means internship will be one option that you can choose to fulfill your graduation requirement. Now, of course, for accounting internship, right, you may choose to enroll in the spring internship or summer internship. And then as I said before, the demand for accounting intern is great because for the springtime, this will be the peak season for many CPA firms, and they also need accounting intern to help them. And also, so I heard from my colleague that actually, because for our BBA accountancy program here, we don't have so many students, right? It's kind of, we are kind of a smaller university in Hong Kong in terms of the number of students. So actually, we are receiving more jobs available from employers than our number of students who plan to take up internship. So our students can have the choices. And the other thing is that because during the peak season, they are demanding so many of our interns, so they don't mind to pay the monthly salary to our intern, which is kind of quite attractive. So at the moment, on average, for internship, our student may receive like 7,000 or 8,000, something like that, right? Monthly salary. And of course, we also have some job offers from the Hospital Authority of Hong Kong, and then they even offer more than $10,000 monthly to recruit our intern, right? So the demand will be great, right, if you choose to enroll in accounting internship here. Thank you. I finished this program and pass accounting examination. Yes, so for those professional body, depending on which one, right? You are going to pass the remaining, say for example, Hong Kong Institute of Certified Public Accountant, right? Their QP qualification. So we got 10 papers of exemption from them, and then you are going to pass the remaining ones, the remaining 4 plus the final exam, and plus the relevant few years of working experience related in accounting experience, then you can become a professional accountant. So usually after your graduation, you will need to spend 3 years in working in CPA firm or other accounting roles or as an accountant, right? Then, and after passing the exam, right, then you can become a member of HKICPA, and then you can call yourself a certified public accountant in Hong Kong, right? So that's the situation. So passing the exam plus working experience. Any further question from you? Okay, then now it's 12:20, so I may, let me see, okay, special comment, okay. Someone asked about the special feature of accounting program. So now, yes and no, right? Now, maybe, frankly speaking, any accountancy programs in Hong Kong, like no matter whether you're talking about Hong Kong, University of Hong Kong, or Chinese U, or City U, or Poly, they are quite similar in the sense that all of these programs are accredited by accountancy bodies like ACCA or HKBU, right? So they are kind of similar because professional bodies are governing and also influencing the design and the implementation of our curriculum, right? So that's the similarity between our program and their program. But of course, we also have a special feature, like what I've said, right? We have strong support for accounting internship, right? So we managed to find many jobs because our colleagues are having special and also close link with the accounting professions and also all the accounting employers, right? So we have strong support and encouraging, and also we are arranging summer classes to facilities, right? And another feature, of course, will be, and of course, talking about the professional qualification recognition. So other universities may not have what we have, right? We're having 6 accountancy bodies recognition, so that providing you with the flexibility to migrate or to work in another overseas country later on. Other universities, they may not be getting 6, accreditations from 6 bodies, okay? So that will be the feature. Of course, as I said before, we are having a smaller size HKBU. So the relationship and tie between teachers and students will be closer. And then we are also offering different kinds of career advice and also, professional exam advice to our students, right? So that will be one kind of a special feature, which may be quite different from another universities because they're having more students, having a bigger population. So each student may not be receiving that kind of caring and also guidance from teachers and professors so easily. Okay. I'm sorry that because at this session I also need to spare the time for my colleague to introduce the economics concentration. So I may try to end here today, and then so I need to pass the time to Dr. Wong for his introduction here. Thank you for joining me. And then, of course, if you want to have any further questions regarding the accounting program, you're welcome to send email to me and or contact me for any further advice and guidance. Thank you very much. Okay, have a good day. Bye-bye. Okay, Dr. Wong.
Thank you, Anthony. Actually, I see another question about admission score. I think colleagues of the BBA office may have to answer these questions because that's quite straightforward. Okay, so let me share my screen first. Okay, so good afternoon. I need to take control. Okay. It should be better. Okay, so good morning, everyone. I'm Aris from the Department of Economics. So in the next probably 20 minutes, I will let you know a bit more about our concentrations, which is economics and data analytics concentrations. So probably we usually start with our concentration then, because it is really long, okay? So what is economics and data analytics? And a more important question is that why we put them together in one concentrations. So economics is a relatively long established discipline, okay? And I believe that most of you should more or less have some idea about it. So simply speaking, economics is a decision science, which we try to explain and analyze how people make decisions. And these decisions can range from those daily business decisions, which help you to maximize your profit. And also, it may be the decisions about how to react to your competitors' strategies, or also how to expect, okay, those public policies such as monetary and fiscal policies, and how to react these policies as well. So that's all about decision making. So actually, it is not surprising that data analytics play a crucial role in economics. Why? Because as economists, or for most economists, actually, other than just try to build the theoretical relationship, okay, between different factors, we always want to test them with the real world data to see whether our theories work or not. So in this case, many economists are working on data analytics for a very long time. But in the old day, okay, usually it is a kind of privilege of those academic researchers, okay? But now, data analytics skills is becoming more and more important. Why? Because of the advancement of technologies, it makes data much bigger or cheaper, okay? So data is now available everywhere, okay? On the internet, in your apps. So in this case, we need to have those data analytical skills, okay, to study for our, not only for academic research, but for our daily business decisions. So let's use the famous ride-sharing business Uber as an example, okay? So whenever you try to use the Uber's service, large amounts of data is actually automatically captured and stored in their server logbook. So they know these data, including time, including place, as well as your operating system of your phone or device, and even the battery status. Okay, so with all these informations, the next important question is that, okay, how to turn this data into profit? Okay, and actually they are doing so. So in doing so, they use these data, okay, to predict the fare that you are willing to pay. Okay, for example, using iPhone or iPhone user is usually willing to pay a high fare, okay, according to many studies, okay? But the skills or the abilities to study this data is not enough, because you need to have the economic knowledge about how to maximize your profit according to price elasticities, okay? If you have not studied economics before, you do not know what I'm talking about, okay? But for some of you who study economics in your high school, so you know that we know how to maximize profit based on the price elasticities. And all the data we have just mentioned actually help us to estimate the price elasticities. So you can see that actually we can only turn data into profit or into money, okay, with both knowledge in economics and data analytics. And it explains why actually not only Uber, okay, other tech giants such as Amazon, Facebook, eBay, Taobao, or in some more traditional business such as banks, logistics, real estate agency, they are all trying to hire talent with both knowledge and skills, okay, to help them to utilize their data and make better business decisions, okay? So that's the background why we actually change our concentration from simply applied economics to economics and data analytics, okay? And that's why we want to offer these concentrations to you. So next, actually, I'm trying to turn myself, okay, into a mythbusters to correct some misunderstanding about our concentrations. So the first myth is coming from our name, our long name, okay? So since we are a concentrations on economics and data analytics, students always ask whether I must study both subjects or subjects in both areas? Okay, so is this only for students who are interested in both areas? The answer is no, because even though we believe that the combinations of economics, knowledge, and data analytical skills is very strong, it's a powerful combinations, okay, and got a great demand in the job market. But actually, we also try to offer the greatest flexibilities for our students to pursue their own interests in a particular areas. So if you are interested in traditional economics, actually you can just study course in this area. Or if you are really interested in data analytics, you can also study course in this area only, okay? To explain in a bit more details, here is our curriculum. So you can see that all of our students are required to study 4 core subjects, okay? Intermediate microeconomics, intermediate macroeconomics, okay? They are foundations of economics. And also students need to learn something about data analytics, including big data analytics and causal inference. Causal inference is a course to help students, okay, to find out the causal relationship, okay, whether A cause B, okay, from the data. So after studying these 4 core courses, students are required to pick 3 more elective courses, okay, from a long elective course list, okay? And here I try to group them into 3 areas. So the first area is about macroeconomic analysis. Say if you are interested to know about economic growth, about monetary policies, about financial market, okay? So you have a lot of course under this category, in this category. And in the second group, you can see we have business, economics, and strategies. So it is more about the microeconomic analysis, say about the interactions between competitors, game theory, also about market structures, how market structures affect, okay, your pricing strategies. So they are all about business economics and strategies. And you can see also we have the final group, data analytics, which offer a number of courses related to data analytics, visualizations, and also different type of data analytical tools, say textual analysis. Now is a very hot topic. So simply speaking, no matter you are interested in either economic course or data analytics, you are welcome to join us. And the second is very FAQs, okay, frequently asked questions. So students always ask, I don't have very strong mathematical skills. Can I study economics? Okay, or I have not studied any advanced mathematics before. So can I join the concentrations? So I think first of all, I need to admit that we do use mathematics in some of our courses, because we try to analyze decision-making process, economic policies impact in a more systematical way. However, just like you need to know English to study all courses in the BBA program, okay? So we just use math as a tool to study economics. We do not study mathematics, okay? We just try to use it as a tool, okay, to learn economics. So learning mathematics by itself is not the focus of our concentrations. And I would also like to bust this myth with 2 important facts, okay? One is from the sharing of our student, okay, from our student. So he's Tony, and Tony joined our concentration without any prior knowledge in advanced mathematics. But after joining our concentrations, actually in the courses, in the workshops, actually he already learned those mathematical skills step by step. In particular, in the 2 core courses in economics. the intermediate micro and intermediate macro. Okay, so Tony finally is able to master all the quantitative skills required by the program and complete our program with a very good result. So after graduation, he first joined Moody's, okay, and then he is now actually working as an analyst in Morningstar, an independent investment research firm. So actually, you do not need to come, okay, to our concentration with, okay, a very strong mathematical skills. And also, if we take a look, okay, again at our curriculums, you will find that actually some courses may be more demanding on quantitative skills, okay, but you can also find that there are some courses they are by design less quantitative. For example, Asia Pacific economics, Asia Pacific economies, okay, also Chinese economic development. So you can see that there are quite plenty courses, they are less quantitative. So even though you are not very strong, okay, in mathematics, actually you can also pick some elective courses that actually fit your own interest, okay? So no, you don't need to have very strong mathematical skills to join our concentrations. And the final myth actually should be the most important information for you guys is about the career prospect. Okay, so usually we think that after studying engineering, so I should become an engineer. And as my colleague, okay, Anthony just mentioned, after studying accounting, probably I should become an accountant. So how about economics? So some people may think that is this all about economics? But we don't have many job opening for economists, okay, in Hong Kong. So does it mean that actually it is very difficult for a graduate from economics and data analytics concentration to find a job? Of course, the answer is, again, it is not true. Okay, so first of all, here provide you some information about those careers, okay, or jobs that our graduates can join, okay? So actually, it is not much different from a graduate from other concentrations of our BBA program. So Hong Kong is an international financial sector. So you can see that many of our graduates from the overall BBA program actually join the banking sectors, join the financial sectors, okay? But in the next few slides, I will tell you some more information about what are the major sectors that our graduate joins, okay? So we have a group of graduates who are very interested in macroeconomics analysis, okay? So yes, I admit that some of you actually work as economists. So you can see that we have economists at TDC. Actually, he just moved it to an investment bank as economist as well, okay? That's Charlotte. And we also get graduate working in INF as research analyst. But actually, the economic research function is also demand, okay, in many financial institutions. As you can see that we have a number of graduates actually work as market and analysts, okay, in financial institutions or in banks. So actually, macroeconomic analysis is not only the duties of an economist, but also is required, okay, by financial institutions. And also, if you can recall, some of our graduates are particularly interested in those micro analysis, business strategies, business economics. So actually, they will join the consulting and advisory function of Big Four, or some of them actually join the risk management functions, because actually it all require a very logical mindset, okay, strong abilities to solve the business problem. Okay, so that's why they can find a job at Big Four, but not working as auditors. Instead, they work as consultants and advisors. And finally, of course, as an emerging field, actually, many of our recent students actually joined the data analytics field. And you can see that interestingly, not only financial institution or fintech startup demand talent from from graduates with data analytical skills. You can see that Benny Mac, okay, one of our earlier graduates, actually is working in the accounting and auditing functions of the job kickoff. But you can see that his title is audit managers, bracket, data analytics. So in his sharing, actually, he told us that data analytical skills is heavily demanded in auditing functions because they now use those data, okay, to identify the risk areas in auditing. So you can see that we have more and more students joining this field. And here I just provide you the latest update, okay, even though it is probably too early, but I heard from my recent graduate, two of our recent graduates that they already received the offer. Okay, say Tiffany received an offer as a functional trainee at Hansen Bank, and Brian also received an offer, okay, as data analytics trainee, again, data analytics, okay, of the operations risk functions at Sojin. So if you do not know this bank, it is an investment bank, a France-based investment bank. Of course, I'm not sure whether they finally land at those institutions. Maybe they are going to receive better offers later as well. Okay, so probably my time is running out. So I would just let you know that other than start their career in the above mentioned area, many of our students also continues their postgraduate study, may not in economics field, but they also study, say, marketing, management, but they study in a more quantitative way. Say one of our students is pursuing the quantitative marketing program, okay? And also students, our program also emphasize learning outside the classroom. So that's why we also offer internship, service learning projects. Okay, we also take our students to different firms, okay, to understand the real world operations. And we have seminars, we have workshops, and also in the final year projects, some of our students may be able to take a professional project who actually receive comments and advice from our alumni who are really doing those market research in their job. Okay, so it helped to build the connections, okay, with the industries from our study. So probably I don't have time to play the video, but please, no, I'm not going to do this. Sorry. So please visit our social media, say Facebook, IG, also LinkedIn. Okay, we have a lot of alumni stories, and also we have a video explaining our concentration there. Okay, but here, if you have any immediate questions, I would be very happy to answer. Thank you. Any questions? Okay, about internship. Actually, again, in our Facebooks and social media, we have all those sharing sections, report back sections by our student who finished their internship. Okay, you're right. Actually, Hong Kong MA, monetary authorities, and sometimes insurance authorities, and some other associations usually offer a different type of internship. So our graduate work at different banks. Say Tiffany actually is working right now, okay, as an intern at HSBC. Okay, so other than financial institutions, actually some long established, we have some connections with some long established business partners. So some of our students also work, say Brian actually work at CLP, okay, CLP at their HR functions. But he told us that actually he was working on those data or digital transformations of the department. And that's why he got the job, okay, at SG. So yes, internship is a very important experience, I would say so. And also we work with Cyberport, okay, Science and Technologies Park. They also recruit our students to work as interns at startups, okay. So they are good and bad, say working as startup as an intern, you can learn a lot of things because they are small. Okay, so you have opportunities to try different things. Yeah. So there are very different types of internship. Okay, here that our students work at. Any more questions? No questions? Okay, people are leaving. Okay. So there are still 2 minutes. I'm not sure whether I should wait here. So I think many of you just heard my colleague Anthony's introduction. So very different from accounting. Economics is not, or at least, okay, we do not have a professional qualification for economics. But actually, our graduates can work in very different areas. So the, how to say that, the fundamental knowledge and the logical thinking trained in our concentration actually is very important for your career development in all different fields. Yeah. So if I do not see any further questions, so probably we can end the sections here. Thank you for coming. Okay, so hope to see you at HKBU in, I don't know, say coming September's. Okay, if you really got questions, okay, after these sections, you can also send me email. Okay, so thank you for coming. Bye bye.